Hey guys, Megan here.
And I'm Stephanie.
We are
Barn Besties, here with Farm Fresh Advice. Here on the farm of Fields and Fences. Miss Anita is here to tell us all the things. And one of my favorite subjects, Megan.
Tractors.
Just farm equipment overall.
Orange.
I
see orange.
I see orange and a little bit more. Can we talk about the orange, the Kubota?
Yeah, well, we usually had green ones. But
why did you branch out?
last year we switched over to this color.
Okay.
Why?
Little bit more economical than the green color.
Okay. That's
So-
good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
This looks
and you
nice
like
looking.
it?
So
It runs
far,
well?
love it. Yep, no problems with it. It
Is
does
this
its job.
hydrostatic? Is this super fancy?
I don't know. I think so.
Let's take a look. It looks, Megan's, yours
You're
is
like me, I'm
hydrostatic.
like, I don't know. It runs.
I love it. Oh, this is beautiful, Anita. Now, is this diesel or is this
It's
gasoline?
diesel.
This is beautiful. Yes, this looks very fancy. I'm loving this.
50 horsepower, more 75.
I don't remember.
She's beautiful.
I knew it had to be big enough to pull the water tanker. So
Yeah.
the tanker is 1,500 gallons, so that's a lot of weight.
It
and
is.
it stays on the water tank. This is its only job, or does it have other jobs like manure or anything like that?
Or
dragging?
drag and jumps, or drag and drag.
Sometimes we might hook a wagon to it, but the majority of the time, because we water every single day, multiple times a day,
Sure.
Wow.
so it's hooked to a water tanker pretty much the whole summer.
Okay.
So, how about winter? Does this live inside in winter?
Yes, it
And
does.
Has a favorite home?
It does.
Does it need to be plugged in, or is it in a heated home?
Um,
I mean, we're in northern Illinois. It gets cold here.
yeah, it's true.
We're going to be realistic. It's still cold here.
The tractor that we use all winter long, that one is in the heated aisle.
Okay,
But the rest of it, if we're going to use it, then we have to plug it in.
sure.
Yep.
Makes sense. Plug in that diesel in the cold,
Do you
people.
plug it in overnight, or do you plug it in an hour before you use it?
Actually, we don't have to plug in. We only use one tractor in the wintertime,
Okay.
and that one just stays in the heated aisle. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
So if this one needed
so it
to be
just gets
used,
stored. Okay. I
and we're
got
just going to show, here's the
Here's the
fancy
plug.
schmancy. So this is a little anti-freezing coldness for your wonderful diesels.
it.
So
I like how
important.
There's a step. There's
Yeah.
it's like a mud flap, but it's not.
Yeah.
I think I like
This
that.
this looks hydrostatic. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's pretty nice.
And then what do we have?
Do you
over
drive it,
here?
Anita?
Sometimes, but not often.
And this is an important tool.
Huge.
Yes,
I love this.
This is a homemade water tanker.
Sure.
So this is an old frame, but a heavy duty steel frame that there was a platform welded up onto it, and then a 1,500 gallon plastic tank that's on top of it. It's hooked up to a 2-inch pump, and when that pump is on and it's moving, the water sprays out the back and waters the arenas.
Sure.
And do you have to stop? Like some water tanks, you have to stop, turn the switch, or can you stay on the tractor?
Once the pump is running, you see that string that goes up to
Yep.
the tractor.
Yep.
They can
Oh.
turn on and off the valve with that string.
Oh. That's amazing.
Because I've seen that where they have to get on and off, and then they have to quick turn it on, jump on the tractor, and you better be in motion. So
Yeah, or you
that
got a
is
little bit of a
great
lake.
setup.
So you've got some interesting, areas where water could come out, and are these all just for winterizing, or are you filling
This
anywhere?
is where the water hooks up. We've got
Okay.
a 4-inch pump that we pull the water out of an 8,000 gallon tanker.
Oh, okay.
So we have a dedicated well that fills an 8,000 gallon tanker. That goes on, attaches onto here,
Okay.
fills this in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other drain over here is for the winter time.
Yep.
So all that stuff has to get drained out, so it doesn't.
and winterization.
Yeah.
Sure. So let's talk about your dedicated well. I think that's a really important thing to talk about. Are you on city water here?
No.
We are, honestly, people, a stone's throw away from Gurnee Mills, one of the large shopping centers here in northern Illinois. So you might think that you could be connected to city sewer and water here, but you're not.
No, we're all well and septic. So there's 4 wells on the property,
Okay.
and 2 of them are original wells from way back in the 1800s when this was a working farm.
Sure.
And they
It
still
still
run.
works. And
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure.
Great water.
And how, do you know
How
by
deep?
chance how deep they are?
I don't remember how deep each one is. I'd have to look that up, but I know like the one that's over there is a couple 100 feet
Sure.
deep.
It goes into the aquifer.
Yeah.
So you'd probably never run out of water.
Oh, no, we've never had that problem, thank goodness.
Even though-
Don't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Did not
Knock
hear that
on wood.
on our channel.
No,
We're
if you're
not
going a
part
couple
of
hundred
this.
feet, you're down towards the aquifer, which is, we are, it's Great Lakes region. We are in Great Lakes region. So if you get down low enough, you get into the big aquifer. So that's amazing. So 4 wells.
Yes.
Now you added 2, you said?
The 2 wells were here when I bought the place.
And you've added
And
2 more.
added 2 more wells,
Okay.
yeah.
That's amazing because you have how many stalls again?
121 permanents and 55 temporaries.
Need some
That's
water to do that. So that's
It's a lot.
exciting.
They drink a lot. We should check out the back.
Yeah, let's check out the back where the business end is, where the
Look at
right?
that.
Oh
It's
wow.
like a little slit.
Yeah, pretty
Cool.
simple. Just some
Yeah.
PVC pipe with slits in
And
the
it
back.
just sprays
It
out.
just sprays out in a
Wow,
fan. Yep.
cool. Yeah, I love looking at
Oh,
everyone's water.
So how wide does it fan out? Like how far away from a wall or the edge of the arena do you need to go before you're spraying outside the arena?
It depends on the pump, how high they've got it turned
Oh,
up. If they've
okay.
got it turned up all the way, it probably covers a path that's about 16 feet wide.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because it is generally, especially at horse show, you're talking about efficiency. You need to get in, get it
Get
watered,
in,
and get
get
out
out.
and get the show going again, right? So
Right.
you kind of need to
How many
get it.
on average? Like, let's say the pump's running full bore. How many swipes? 1, 2.
To empty the whole 1,500 gallons,
Yeah.
it probably takes another 10 minutes to empty it in the
Okay.
arenas.
And then, but you don't use 1,500 gallons on one arena.
Oh, sometimes I have to use the one that's up on the hill.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to use 3 tankers on it.
Sure.
No
It's a
way.
big
Oh, yeah.
arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to have to do it every other hour because it's not enough
Right.
and it's drying
Yeah.
out and getting dusty. So how wet do you aim to get your footing?
Not so that there's puddles. You don't
Yeah.
want puddles. You just
Right.
want it so that it's just damp enough that it's not puddling yet.
And not blowing a dust cloud.
And in a show, how many times do you think you might water?
It depends on the weather. It depends on the wind.
Sure.
Okay.
So when it's overcast like this, that's nice. You won't have to water as often. But if it's a sunny day and it's really,
Now, yesterday and the day before we had high winds. Did you have that down here?
yeah,
So, yeah, if you had a show there, I'm assuming you would have been watering a lot.
yep.
Yeah. So that's neat. And you've got some really good weight-bearing tires. They kind of remind me of like a hay wagon tire that can really handle tonnage because that's a lot
what
of
I thought
water
this
and a lot of
was. The
weight.
frame was a
Mhm.
hay
I
wagon.
know. I kind of
Yeah.
was like, I wonder if this
The
is an old
gears.
hay wagon. So that's cool.
Awesome.
Can we walk over and look at the green tractor?
Sure.
This one here, Mr. Cameraman, we're going to come your way because I see another tractor. And we want to learn all the things about all the tractor equipment. And we haven't even, Megan, we haven't even talked about dragging arenas yet.
No, we
Not
haven't.
yet, other than we talked about the beam. So is this the same setup?
Yes.
This honestly looks like a hay wagon.
I know.
Yeah,
I thought it was
it really
geared
does.
for a hay wagon.
But, really
This is the
substantial.
old running gear from a tanker that used to water the raceway up in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
And so
That's
the
awesome.
tank was old. It was getting holes in it. So we cut the tank off and then did the same thing on this one that we did
Yeah.
over
yeah,
on that one.
built your wood platform. Where do you find something like this? Farm
Farm
store?
and Fleet.
Farm and Fleet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one.
Yeah.
And we put it on a hay wagon. That's
I think
why
I
I'm
remember you
like,
talking about
But
that.
we didn't have this setup, and we had a PCV. I always say it wrong.
PVC.
PVC.
Yeah, at the back end, and then we put holes in it. And
Sure.
I was one of those that we had a switch,
Sure.
and I would quick jump in and go.
Well, this looks like this is your big lever. I guess I didn't get as good of a
Correct.
view on that, but that's your on-off. Let the water flow.
Yep.
Up and down is off, and straight in with the pipe is let her rip tater chip.
Yep.
That's amazing. So very similar, obviously. But then we have the green tractor.
Yes.
So this
All
one
the other
sounds like
tractors
you've had.
here are green.
Okay, you've had this one for a while.
Yes.
Looks again. This one's a hydro because it even
Mhm.
says it on the side, which is amazing. I do notice you've got weights on the front of this one. Were you popping wheelies?
Sometimes with the water wagon, you can pop wheelies because, again,
It's a
1,500
lot of-
gallons
yeah.
times 8
It's a lot of
pounds
weight
a
on the
gallon
tongue,
is a lot of
and-
weight.
It's a lot
So,
of weight.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
You have a roll bar.
yep,
I took
gotta have the
mine
roll
off,
bars.
which probably shouldn't
Shouldn't
do
do
that.
that.
No.
But I had someone take out my door.
Oh,
My
Yeah.
do you ever have any issues with staff ruining equipment.
Are you kidding?
That answers that. We won't go any further. Yeah, so that's why I took it off, because then I had to spend about $1,500 just on a roll-up door, because they just went right through it.
Yeah.
They didn't open it up all the way.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a basic tractor, but did you have this before this and just paired them because you're like, this looks like this can handle this, or was this bought specifically for when you put together the water tank? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while, but you know, it's important. Like we were talking about, she's got weights on here. When you are doing something like this, you know, you need to, it's kind of like hauling a horse trailer. You need to make sure that your hauling vehicle is appropriately sized for hauling what you're hauling, or you can get into trouble.
Well, and also you can put fluid
in the tires.
In the big tires, because my tractor is sometimes too light. Mine's 50 horsepower. And so every once in a while it gets a little too light. So we did add
Me too.
fluid to the tires.
We put
and
fluid.
We also have weights for it if we need it. Yeah.
Yep. We never had to put weights on, but I also, like you, our tractors had loader. We have loaders on the front. She's got her bucket off, but she still has the loader mechanism on the front, which gives a little bit of added weight on the front. But yeah, we had fluid in the tires as well but we're hillier.
These are just old-fashioned air.
Yeah, no, they're beautiful.
Like
we love it.
Great
So
size.
That's great. Well, we appreciate this. And you guys, there's so much more to talk about. Make sure you are subscribed and you've shaded in that bell, right, Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got questions, let us know. We'd love to hear it. But, you know, make sure you're sticking around. We got lots more to cover with Anita. So see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.